Some chinchillas, who are kept in groups, have stress convulsions during feeding if they see the other chinchillas getting food first. Chinchillas are either of two species, Chinchilla chinchilla and Chinchilla lanigera, of crepuscular rodents of the parvorder Caviomorpha, and are native to the Andes Mountains in South America. They live in colonies called herds at high elevations up to 4,270 meters, 14,000 feet. Historically, chinchillas lived in an area that included parts of Bolivia, Peru, and Chile, but today, colonies in the wild are known only in Chile. Along with the relatives Vizcachas, they make up the family Chinchillidae. They are also related to the chinchilla rat. The chinchilla has the densest fur of all mammals that live on land, with around 20,000 hairs per square centimeter and 50 hairs growing from each follicle. In the water, the sea otter has a denser coat. The chinchilla is named after the Chincha people of the Andes, who once wore its dense velvet-like fur and ate their meat. By the end of the 19th century, chinchillas had become quite rare after being hunted for their notably soft fur. Most chinchillas currently used by the fur industry for clothing and other accessories are farmed raised. Domestic chinchillas descended from C. lanigera are sometimes kept as pets and may be considered a type of pocket pet. Species. The two living species of chinchilla are Chinchilla chinchilla, formerly known as Chinchilla brevi caudata, and Chinchilla lanigera. C. chinchilla has a shorter tail, a thicker neck and shoulders, and shorter ears than C. lanigera. The former species is currently facing extinction. The latter, though rare, can be found in the wild. Domesticated chinchillas are thought to be of the C. lanigera species. Distribution and habitat. Chinchillas formerly occupied the coastal regions, hills and mountains of Chile, Peru, Argentina and Bolivia. Overexploitation caused by the downturn of these populations, and as early as 1914, one scientist claimed that the species was headed for extinction. 5 years of field work published in 2007 in Jujuy province, Argentina, failed to find a single specimen. Populations in Chile were thought extinct by 1953, but the animal was found to inhabit an area in the Antofagasta region in the late 1900s and early 2000s. The animal may be extinct in Bolivia and Peru, though one specimen found in a restaurant in Cerro de Pasco may hail from a native population. In their native habitats, chinchillas live in burrows and crevices in rocks. They are agile jumpers and can jump up to 1.8 meters, 6 feet. Chinchillas have a variety of defensive tactics, including spraying urine and releasing fur if bitten. In the wild, chinchillas have been observed eating plant leaves, fruits, seeds, and small insects. In nature, chinchillas live in social groups that resemble colonies, but are properly called herds. Herd sizes can range from 14 members up to 100, and herding behavior is thought to promote both social interaction and protection from predators. They can breed any time of the year, though breeding season typically falls between May and November. They are typically monogamous. Their gestation period is 111 days longer than most rodents. Due to this long pregnancy, chinchillas are born fully furred with eyes open. Litters are usually small in number, predominantly two. Both species of chinchilla are currently listed as endangered by the IUCN Red List of Threatened Species due to a severe population loss approximated at a 90% global population loss over the last 15 years. The severe population decline has been caused by chinchilla hunting by humans. The long-tailed species was listed on the IUCN Red List as very rare and believed to be decreasing in numbers in 1965. In 2006, the long-tailed species was listed as vulnerable, while the short-tailed species was listed as critically endangered. By 2008, both were listed as critically endangered, and in 2016 they were reclassified as endangered due to limited recovery in some areas. Relationship with humans, fur industry. Chinchilla fur trade on an international level goes back to the 16th century. Their fur is popular due to its extremely soft feel, which is caused by the sprouting of 25 hairs on average from each hair follicle. The color is usually very even, which makes it ideal for small garments or the lining of larger ones, though some large pieces can be made entirely from the fur. A single full-length coat made from chinchilla fur may require as many as 150 pelts, as chinchillas are relatively small. Their use for fur led to the extinction of one species and put serious pressure on the other two. The domestic chinchilla is descended from Chinchilla lanigera, the long-tailed chinchilla. They are the more common one in the wild, as the other species Chinchilla or short-tailed chinchilla has been hunted nearly to extinction. Therefore, domestic chinchillas have thinner bodies, longer tails and larger ears. In the wild, the average lifespan of a chinchilla is 10 years. However, they could live up to 20 years in human care. Chinchillas are popular pets, though they require extensive exercise and dental care due to their teeth continually growing throughout their lifespan, and since they lack the ability to sweat, they require a temperature-controlled environment. The animals instinctively clean their fur by taking dust baths, in which they roll around in special dust made of fine pumice. Their thick fur resists parasites such as fleas and reduces loose dander. Pet chinchillas require easy access to food, water and hiding places where they can sleep undisturbed for extended periods of time. Chinchillas are typically highly social creatures, so owners should interact often with their pets. They also have sensitive hearing and are easily startled by loud, unexpected noises. In scientific research, chinchillas have been used in research since the 1950s. Since the 1970s, the prime interest in chinchillas by researchers is their auditory system. Other research fields in which chinchillas are used as an animal model include the study of Chagas disease, gastrointestinal diseases, pneumonia, and listeriosis, as well as Yersinia and Pseudomonas infections. Chinchilla breeders sometimes report seeing their animals have convulsions. Typically this happens only irregularly and then only for a few seconds and no more than a few minutes at the most. Convulsions are a symptom that can have many causes, including a brain problem such as hemorrhaging, a vitamin or dietary element deficiency in the diet, or some kind of nervous system injury. Some chinchillas, who are kept in groups, have stress convulsions during feeding if they see the other chinchillas getting food first. Vitamin B, cardiac medication, or a calcium injection may be used to prevent convulsions. Sick chinchillas may stop eating if they are stressed, which can make them even weaker. Chinchillas that live in communities are especially sensitive in their breeding seasons of February to March and August to September. Chinchillas are social animals and are likely to be upset to have their breeding mate changed in breeding season. They are also known to be disturbed by a change of diet in these times.